Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris Barner here, Strength Camp eCoach. I'm your host. Let's get into the next one. You guys asked for it. Good mornings. Let's check out the technique. Start by unracking the bar as you would a squat. If you high bar squat, you will want to place this a little bit lower. Take a step back and screw your feet directly underneath your shoulders. Keeping the torso tight and neutral, slightly bend the knees while simultaneously pushing the glutes and hamstrings back as you hinge forward. Place stretch on the hamstrings until the torso reaches approximately parallel with the ground. Push your hips forward, extending your body upright back to the original position. For this particular lift, it is alright to keep the head up or keeping the spine neutral. Some common mistakes include squatting too much, which is bending of the knees, and not placing correct stretch on the hamstrings, rounding of the back when they are hinging forward, and then tipping straight over instead of pushing the glutes and hamstrings back. Now, the Good Morning can be utilized a couple different ways into our training. When I typically use this in a lower body training, you can use it 3 different ways, depending on where you're at and what you're trying to accomplish. So one that we've used before is as a power movement, but what we do typically is we tend to add some sort of a tempo, so it's in a controlled manner. So I might have them lower the eccentric portion, maybe 3 seconds, pause, and then come back concentrically fairly quick, but in a smaller range of motion to really get that stretch on that hamstrings. We might do it for a strength movement where we increase the load, decrease the volume, and it's from 1 to 5 reps. But what we usually typically like to use this exercise for is a hypertrophy movement, really taxing that posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, and we go anywhere from 8 to 15 type reps, lower the volume, make sure that we can keep the tension on there. Now, the benefits of this exercise includes obviously the posterior chain, a big emphasis on the erectors, the glutes, and the hamstrings really being taxed through this movement. There it is, guys, the Good Morning. This is a great movement to add to your arsenal in your leg training day or your lower body type training. Add that in. I hope this helps. Strength Camp eCoach. I'm your host, Chris Barner.